we were at HomeSense on the weekend because I had to get new sheets. And
did you shit the bed?
No, I got horrible, nasty feet, and they fucking rub holes in the sheets.
Like little fucking scale feet that scratch it?
Basically, yeah.
All right.
And this is just...
this is my life.
Yeah, I've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
Ashley's all choked because my feet hurt her at night, but whatever.
I get that too, Tessa.
Oh, like your feet hurt her, or her feet hurt?
I don't know. She's always complaining about something. I'm trying to think of what it is. Like I can hear her nagging about something at night, but I can't think of what it is. I don't know.
Oh, you'll figure it out.
I'll make a note of it tonight.
So we're at home.
Oh, I rub my feet together.
Oh, I do that too.
So it makes like that sound.
Yeah.
And it just drives
when you're trying
nuts.
to fall asleep, you rub your feet together?
Yeah, like the sides of my feet, like almost like I'm bicycling.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing.
That's a little
or
weird.
I'll do like this kind
We're
of
not alone.
There are literally dozens of us. But no, yeah, so all night, and then she gets really fucking mad about that.
Yeah. Well, it's just because you're trying to fall asleep.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me bicycle myself to sleep.
This is how I sleep. Anyway, so we're in HomeSense, and then we're walking back, or we're walking towards the tills, and there's this woman in front of us with a cart. And in front of her, and we can see this woman like cut in front of us, and she's on a mission. So, like, you know those just like women that are on a mission, they're just like just darting through. She gets behind this woman that's just taking her time. And I thought she was going to ram her. I thought she was just going to ram her.
Kind of like gives her a couple quick ones to the back.
For sure. Or she's just going to go like toss her cart.
It's like
on
the chase
side.
scenes, you know, where they kind of rough the car up a little, give him a couple bumps.
Yeah, just the side swipes.
Gets up the side, kicks out the back end on the cart.
But I could just sense this woman's frustration, so I just sat back.
There is nothing more maddening, though.
Oh, especially...
This woman is our champion.
Yeah, that's the same thing in Costco, though.
Yeah, or anywhere. Like in the...
You got two people coming down the aisles towards each other. They're like, oh, is that... Oh, I know him. That's fucking Frank. Frank.
Fuck Frank.
And then Frank's
I'm
like,
shopping.
Yeah, and then Frank's like, oh, for heaven's sake, what are you doing here? And then they stop
and you know that neither of them really want to talk to each other.
And they stop in the middle of the aisles, and like they don't stop like lengthwise. They almost like turn their carts.
They get like the T going.
Yeah, they just so
L.
they make sure that no one can get by. Because this conversation about their kids' soccer is so fucking important.
But like they don't even care. You know that? Have you ever ran into somebody where you're legitimately like, even if you like them, when you're in the middle of shopping or doing something, and been like, "Oh my god, it's so and so." It could be me. We could bump into each other. Yeah. We both just have to force an awkward conversation.
We would be like we don't even know each other. Like,
just nod.
We would just be like, "Oh yeah." Hey,
that happened to us last night at Walmart.
You had to go to Walmart.
Well, we bought the juicer.
Oh god.
Tax money. Bought the juicer.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. When the fuck else am I going to buy one? So we went, and there was somebody that Tessa knew from, like, she worked at the theater for a little bit there, so she recognized, and we bumped into him at his work.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy, we talked and everything. But it was at Walmart, and we did the awkward eye contact, and both of us just accepted it and kept going and didn't even stop. We both saw each other. We all saw each other. We were all like, oh, that's so-and-so. And then we just decided that, you know what, we don't really want to talk. We just kept going. And then even afterwards, I was like, that was kind of awesome that somebody actually, like respected the awkward eye contact.
Yeah, like, I don't want to talk.
If I made it, we both saw that we were both like, and then kind of looked away, and then looked back up, and then he just went one way, we went the other way. So we're like, fuck it. We both, neither of us want to deal with this. Yeah.
And like, the longer you go without seeing someone,
the weirder it gets.
Yeah, because
there's a point where it's like, there's no point in me even talking to you now.
See,
I don't know who you are.
That's how I get with high school.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, I have not seen a single person from high school since high school.
Like, I see people from high school, because obviously I went to school in the city. But I see people
I'm
from high school,
town,
and they don't really recognize you because I'm usually bearded.
Yeah, there's something different, right?
Or
I'm like, it's been 10 fucking years.
Believe it or not, I've gotten thinner since high school. And yeah, I just, like, I look at him, and he looks at me, and it's like, yeah, no. I know who you are.
We're done.
You look the same as you did. Like,
and those are the ones the only ones that'll talk to are the ones who have just made no fucking progression in their life.
And it's like, and then you just turn and walk because, like, I don't want this. I don't want to talk to me.
Who are you? Like, how detached are you that you think I would want to talk to you?
Yeah, I didn't talk to you in high school.
In high school, when we were locked in the same room together, I did not talk to you.
Yeah.
Why would I now, years later, as a grown fucking adult, a tax-paying Canadian citizen with God-given rights,
juicer buying...
I am juicing, sir. Why would I want...
I am making changes to my life.
Anything. We've moved on. I don't even fucking know you anymore.
No.
Why do you think that, like, oh, God, this guy want to talk to me? I don't get that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But there is the very rare occasion where you see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, you're like, you're one of my favorite people. I wish we could talk more.
I'm a cynical bastard, and I just really don't like anyone.
I have one person.
Well, that's not true. I guess we went to that play thing, and we bumped into that fool. And I was like, oh, I like talking to you. You know what I mean? So when we're at the dinner theater there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we bumped into that guy. I was like, oh, I don't mind seeing you, actually.
But that's kind of that's different. Like, that's a social occasion anyways, right?
Yeah, no, we were forced to talk to people. I accepted that I was going to talk to somebody that evening. Absolutely. So, no, I guess there are people that you're like, oh, we should talk to them more often would be nice. But
yeah.
But I mean, I would still, it's very rare that I would ever be the one to go up. Maybe I do. Maybe they're like, oh, fuck, here he comes.
Maybe
you ever think about
that guy.
Maybe we're just bitching about it, but we're the worst one for it. Like, because you're like, well, there is that one guy that I always like to see, and he's just realistically like, fuck.
No, the one guy that, like, my buddy Billy.
He's like, move on with your life.
We definitely, like, we don't spend enough time together, and, like, seriously, one of the best friends I've ever had, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I just wish that I got to spend more time with him, and I don't make the effort. It's my fault. It's not his fault. It's just my fault.
He's always phoning here. Just like,
no, he's not even always phoning. I just don't make an effort. And I don't know why, because I'm a fucking asshole, I guess. I don't know. But
just can't be bothered.
Basically.
There's juice to be made.
Yeah. I gotta play video games at home because...
Well, there's not even enough time for that, though.
Oh, I've got more than enough time.
You probably do now.
Oh, you have no idea.
What are you playing now?
I'm just getting ready for Project Cars. I thought it was coming out this week. It didn't. So I was like, here I am.
If I saw a date for that, when is it?
Next week.
Oh.
So I was sitting there.
You just have now your week just cleared up and you've got nothing to do.
Exactly. Like I was sitting there at 10 o'clock because it comes out at 12 o'clock Eastern time, right?
Like you had to the hour.
Yeah. I had
You set an alarm this morning?
No, like 10 o'clock at night. Like I did the midnight launch.
Thinking like morning,
right?
Like you're waiting.
It was 10 o'clock in the morning. I had to set my alarm to get up early.
Who's releasing a game at 10 in the morning?
No, I was all ready to go. I was super excited, and then 10 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, okay, I'll press the button. All right, whatever. No. Oh, that's it. Not quite ready yet. Okay. So I wait like 10:15.
Kept trying to play
10:15. Like, oh, I guess it's a bit early. Okay, that's fine. I look and it says 12/05/2015, and I'm like, what is the matter with me? Why don't I just read stuff?
05? Oh, that's the month. 12.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you had it backwards probably?
I did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even have
December.
it backwards. I just saw May and assumed it was the first week in May for everything.
Why wouldn't it be?
Good question.
Have you ever stayed home from work for games?
Absolutely.
School?
100%. School? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I call in sick to school because that's what it is. Let's face it. You're calling in sick to school, just like you call in sick to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was playing hooky for Gran Turismo 2. I absolutely
Gran Turismo 2.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I don't know if there was a whole lot. I mean, there's lots of days that I stayed home sick, but not specifically for a game. I remember I did to finish Super Mario RPG for Super NES. And this was like an emulator, like ages after. It wasn't like, ooh, I'm, playing it original. Like, cause this is such a... I just like started playing it. I was like, I got so hooked on it that I like had to take a couple days off to keep playing it.
Yeah, no, I've been there. Call of Duties.
CODs.
I definitely did it for the Call of Duties.
Are we gonna play the new one? Co-op campaign mode.
I can bring over or you can come over to my place and we can do the newest one.
Yeah, see, I don't like Call of Duty at all. But if there's a co-op campaign mode, that might be interesting.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I'm pretty much done with the series.
Yeah. Do I stink like fried food, by the way?
No, I noticed in the bathroom I stunk, and I had to put deodorant on before you got here. So I mean, if we stink, we both stink together.
No, I just frying up that like I love frying up a steak. Like I'm a big fan of it. I got this technique now where I just char the fuck out of it. And it's just...
What I found was awesome is a whole bunch of butter, sear it on either side, put it in the oven on broil, but keep basting the butter on it, and it just turns like crispy.
Well, what I do now is the same thing, butter. But let's say I cook it, because these are...
Same thing. Lots of butter.
The first ingredient is butter.
Second is steak.
Yeah. But no, I take it and... so if I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes, because these are pretty thick steaks, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes. I'm going to put it on the one side for 8 of those 10 minutes.
And then just once flip.
Flip it once, get the butter in the corner, and then I kind of drop it so my pan is up. So it's like almost deep frying. You
just pool all the butter. And
I do. I pool all the butter, and oh man.
Well, it's sort of the same thing. Like I said, I crank the oven on broil, put it really close,
and
then just butter over it, kind of keep the butter on.
Which is a great thing to do. I do the same thing with butter and just baste the top of it.
Yeah.
I'll just do the same thing.
Then you kind of get the indirect heat.
Yeah. But, no. It's working out really well. Well, I bought these steaks
food.
I bought these steaks like a year ago, and I've been putting off making them because I got them from Costco, and they're 3 giant steaks.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so if I defrost these, you can only defrost it once.
No, you can defrost it multiple times. They say that like you're gonna die or something.
I'm not gonna.
It'll dry. It'll dry.
It'll taste like shit. I spent money on these steaks. I don't want them to taste like shit. Yeah. So what I did is I just defrosted them Sunday nights. And then it just been steak.
I did that with something too. I was like, well, I'll pull it was like some salmon pieces or something. I was like, I'll defrost this and then have one. By the end, there's like the last day where you can't leave them any longer and you have to eat like 8 of them.
Yeah. That's the worst. And that's why I'm not dealing with this steak. I'll just have one steak a day.
Pace it out.
Yeah. Because Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
I know, I heard about that.
I was pretty stoked.
I hope they just make it look... I hope they make the graphics look realistic. Like
I want them just to remake the third one.
Basically. But with the best graphics you've ever seen. So you can be like, oh, is that real life?
Oh my god, is that actually Tony Hawk? He's
exactly.
Like 60 years old.
Exactly. That's all I want. Is just super realistic graphics. And then the basic mechanics of Tony Hawk 3.
I remember playing them kind of as they were coming out for a while. And then they started just getting like weird, like adding functions that didn't need to be there and like mechanics that were I don't know.
Tony Hawk 3, give me the airport level. I'm good. I'm done.
The hangar.
No,
that was 2 was the hangar.
No, this was just the airport.
Yeah.
And there's the baggage carousel with the escalators. Yeah. There's the escalators. You go up the escalator, come back down onto the bay. Oh, no, it wasn't a baggage carousel. It was. It was a baggage carousel, then a rail.
Yeah.
So you just go up the escalator, on the rail, all the way around, and then there was another escalator. And you just and we used to sit there and like, what scored you? Oh, 43 million? That's not bad.
That was the same thing on, there was that Canadian level? I'm not sure
what it's called. Jesus.
But there was 2 giant fucking rails in the middle, and then two like ramps or whatever on the side. So you just bomb up into the air, pull off like your special, ride back down, slide along the rail, ramp up the other side, and just go back and forth.
Yeah. And then the next thing you know, you're like, 56 million.
Oh. For like one combo.
One trip. 56 million points. Yeah, no problem.
You'd like flip through the high scores for each level too. You're like 5,000, 8,000, 3 million. Whoa, what the fuck?
That was back in like, what was it, 02 when we were, I was living with my 3 buddies. And that's all we did. We just played Tony Hawk. It was either Madden or Tony Hawk.
I think I even got that on PC as well.
Oh, I got it on PC too. I always had my PC there, and like they had a PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I had it on.
Yeah, and I had the PC.
I think I had it maybe on GameCube. Was it on GameCube? I feel like it was.
All we had was a PlayStation 2 and an Xbox, and it was the best times.